Welcome to episode 66. This is Swift Family Robeson Expedition, and we are here to focus on fall and Halloween festivities. It's one of our favorite times of the year. We really get into just autumn and cozy and fall food and everything. We love it.
We've always been able to set down whatever it is we're working on or how hard we're working and just have fun.
Yeah.
Whether that's putting on costumes or throwing a big party, it's just something we've always been able to do well as a family. So it's become important over the years.
Very important. And we realize that fall festivities and Halloween in particular may look a little bit different this year. And that's okay. We're here to say it's okay. You can find your own groove, your own mojo to make your holiday special.
I know when we left, it's things like Halloween for our kids that was on our mind. Like, how are we going to pull that off? Or Thanksgiving or whatever the important traditions were.
Yeah, how are we going to make this special?
Right. You might remember last year we were in Salem, which was an easy one to pull off. That's a big win. That's a city you want to hit anyway, but especially around Halloween. So the kids had a blast.
It was so great. The weather was perfect. The mood was perfect. Our tour guide was perfect. And I highly recommend them. We can put a link to our episode and to the company we used. They were fantastic. If you're ever in the area, it's great for all ages. The holidays, be it Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, it's what you make of it. There's a lot of challenges coming up from all of us this year, and we hope that you don't lose the joy of whatever you're doing. Live in the moment and really focus on what matters.
Right. Salem was one of those moments that was a benchmark for us, where it helped us to realize that we could do this, that we weren't going to ruin our kids' lives by taking them on the road.
Right. Exemplary of, wow, that is a memory we will have for the rest of our lives. And we would have never experienced it had we not been in this situation. Now, we might not travel for much longer or maybe a couple more years. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it's moments like that where we're like, oh, okay, relax.
Yeah.
This was a good decision. As we're on the road, the aesthetics are still important. We still try to set the mood. We still try to make it festive for ourselves and for the children. There's nothing like sitting by a campfire and realizing that this is fall and we are camping and it's great.
Yeah.
So we do focus on a little bit of table settings, some decorations for the kids, and that's fun. Yeah, we are not going to spend a lot of money on a huge Christmas tree, but we still make the most of the small space that we have. And we get the kids involved, so it means more. It's not extravagant, but it's definitely one of those heartwarming homemade holidays.
You're all going to put one of everything, and then you're going to give it to me to zip tie.
You have two Twizzlers in there.
To get in the spirit, I ordered the kids' costumes on Amazon Prime. We are planning to get out of LA and go down to San Diego because we found a RV park that we really like, and they are doing a ton for kids. And I shared it with them, and they just can't wait. You brought home Mercy's dinosaur costume tonight from Target.
Look in the mirror. You're going to love it.
Why is this an elephant?
It's not an elephant.
It's a dinosaur.
That's what you're gonna be for Halloween.
It's a triceratops.
Really?
Yes, really?
Did you get this for me?
I did get it for you.
Mommy!
Do you like it?
We used to have this blowout Halloween party
That's right.
all the time. And then it kind of morphed into this driveway fire pit and making hot dogs and hamburgers for the whole neighborhood. We had one guy that every year he would come back to our house just for the bride, and he was not shy about his motivation. So that, and then we loved that. We loved it. We were the house to go to. and really started the tradition for our whole neighborhood. And by the time we left, there were fire pits in every driveway when everybody had their own party.
Now we've just taken the show on the road, and I know it's my desire that we can be the RV in the RV park that everybody wants to hang out at. You know, it helps that we have 5 children, so when there's kids in the RV park, they're like, "Where's that Swift Family Robeson banner?" You know,
There's a good family.
yeah,
We've got somebody for everybody. I think they'll have a great time simply because of the number of children that are going to be there. And people like us that are
the life of the party.
the life of the party. Right. But Halloween, yeah, we kind of are. We really like our Halloween. This year, of course, we will carve our pumpkins. The kids have good years and bad years. Some years they really want to get messy, and other years not so much. But that's something we usually do.
Yeah.
So we'll do our pumpkins, our candy bags. We've got our costumes. We're ready for trick-or-treating, however that's going to look this year.
The key for us, whether full-time traveling or not, is it's our attitude that we want to be the RV to be at, whether it's Halloween or not.
We love people. And that's just, you can't get around that. It doesn't matter if you want to talk to us or not. We're going to pull you in and say, have a hot dog, have a cocktail, have some coffee. And
Well, that's what makes a holiday is givers and day makers. We just yesterday we had a retired couple who just wanted to talk to our kids and tell them how blessed they were and lucky they were to be on this full-time journey.
life of adventure.
Yeah.
And our kids sat there and listened to it. It was great.
Even Mercy sat for like 5 minutes and listened to this little old lady tell them. And this is a family who had lived on a boat for 16 years, but it was our attitude that no matter what she was going to say, she wanted to talk to us. So we wanted to go make her day. And you know what? She made ours.
Absolutely.
It was awesome.
I think you're right. I think holidays, it's about people. It's about celebrating with others that you love. And I think that's why this year is hard for a lot of people. But I think it's really important to get together in whatever safe capacity you can to make each other's day and to focus on not just Halloween, but the spirit of autumn, of fall, of that cozy time. And coziness is really about, getting together. It's about fellowship around the festivities. And I think everybody needs that right now.
Right. Yeah.
Right? It's just they need to have that connection. So we're glad you're here with us because this has been so vital for us to stay connected to some of you while we are on the road. And I'm hoping that everybody finds their niche to stay connected in some way.
Right. So if that means keeping the traditions you have alive in some way, or maybe in light of COVID, making new ones, like we have had to reinvent holidays or special moments, but it's all about what's on the inside. So either way you go, just keep the focus on giving and making people's day, and the magic will come.
One great way to celebrate Halloween, any holiday, but especially Halloween, is storytelling. I think that's why Salem was so powerful for us. It was so fun to listen to those stories, those spooky stories that really made it what it is. A little bit scary, really a lot of cool history. And for Christmas, it'll be different stories. And Thanksgiving, it's different stories. But those storytellers, I think we gravitate towards those storytellers and aim to be those ourselves.
Yeah, and the joy of full-time travel or weekend warrior or family vacation is stories. You're making memories, and it's these moments gathered around a campfire or a dinner table, whatever the tradition is, and people sit there and go, "Do you remember when Dad
Caught his pants on fire?"
Yeah, or do you remember when Grandpa fill in the blank? And that's what full-time travel is for us. It's this dedication to making memories no matter what.
Yeah.
So Halloween's going to be awesome, and we just keep that going. whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or just, you know what, I've had a tough week at work and I want to focus on what memories we're going to make next, because that's where the magic is.
So we've got some fun festivities coming up. Hopefully they go great, but we're going to go with it. It's like our trip to Mexico. It's like, we have no idea what to expect, but we're going. We're stepping off the cliff here. And that's what we're doing, and that's probably what everybody's doing this year. So we are excited for our bike parade, our costumes, our pumpkin carving, our candy bags.
Our RV decorating contest.
Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do with that? Although we won't be able to share with you in this video how our Halloween goes, I'm sure we'll add that later. I wanna know how you celebrate and what your plan is for this year. I know it's gonna be a little bit challenging, but sometimes I feel like that is where the creativity really pops in, and you get to step back, and instead of just mindlessly going through what you've always done, and we always buy these costumes, and then we always go trick-or-treating with these people, and these people are never home. Now you have to really get creative, and that's fun.
Yeah, and even if you're watching this video and it's not Halloween time, feedback to us. How do you make magic throughout the year, or for Thanksgiving, or a birthday, whatever? How are you doing that now?
Although it may be difficult to realize how we're going to make these new memories, I know that the challenge is there, not just during the holidays, but it seems like every day for us, because every day is a new challenge. Oops, I forgot my mask. Oops, I'm out of hand sanitizer. And in particular for us, because we depend, and we've really shaped our whole life around this travel thing. And we've been struggling, to be quite honest, with lack of places to go, restrictions,
Border closure, state to state politics on COVID testing.
all of that has put a damper on the realization of our dreams and the intentionality of what we're doing. When you have 5 kids and you have a dream and you sell everything and go for it,
Right.
COVID kind of ruins the whole thing.
It's hard for everybody. Like full-time travel, maybe being stranded in Southern California sounds nice, but we didn't set out on this to settle here. We set out to make memories and to make a home for 13 weeks, and then kind of spoke out and have adventures in that region and then move on. And that moving on hasn't happened.
We have been stuck. What we're saying is we're making the most of it through thick and thin, holiday or not, and
COVID or not.
we are going for it. And we want you to do the same with Halloween, with dogs in the background. I find that if I take a little bit of extra effort to decorate a table, to go ahead and build the campfire that I really don't feel like doing, it's kind of like Christmas morning where you're really tired, but it's really worth it. So that's kind of where we are. And we want to say, go, do it. You can do it. Get some energy. Just grab another cup of joe. In the comments, what are you doing for Halloween? And I want pictures of your jack-o'-lanterns. Please. I've already got one. So the competition is on.
That's a challenge.
Yes.
Who's stepping up?
You know, I think RVers are so fantastic. And when you pull up next to another RV in a park, most of you know this if you RV at all, the first words out of your neighbor's mouth are, "Howdy, neighbor." That is such a warm greeting that you usually don't get when you move into a house in suburbia. It's like you knock on the door, you take a plate of brownies, and it's all awkward. But in an RV park, it's like, it's the embodiment of fall. And it's fall, y'all. I mean, it's like, howdy, neighbor, how you doing? Do you need help?
Yeah, it's true. The people are neighborly all the
Yeah,
time.
do you need any help with that? How you doing? oh, they've always got a suggestion, whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But at least they have the heart to give their 2 cents.
People are grateful when they get a chance to help you. They're hoping that you have an electrical issue or a problem with your slides or a
Not.
question about.
No, but they see that you're on a journey, and it's truly a camaraderie that I've heard boating communities have, and we've only been lucky enough to discover this RV community, and we expect greatness from this Halloween. When we are in a big RV park with lots of kids, we think we're going to have some fun.
So that's an episode you have to look forward to. We might do a review of Chula Vista RV Resort in San Diego, but we're certainly going to have some awesome footage of our celebration. And if you have not already, please take time to click the like and subscribe button and click the little bell so that when we release an episode, you get a little notification.
To be honest, we've definitely struggled with keeping up with the RV channel just because of the lack of content. And we have fun every week, but it might not be, it's like, well, that's not an episode worth. But we do have some things to look forward to. In the next couple of weeks, we will be taking you to Catalina Island, and we will be doing a rig tour, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we've been a little bit busy, but we'll catch up, and we've got some great things to look forward to. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. That's it for this episode. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye. There's nothing in that mug.
You could surprise me by the way you're acting. I'm ready for something in my mug. What are we going to be celebrating soon?
Candy.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Dinosaur.
What kind of dinosaur?
Triceratops.
Very good.